Get in. 3 points for the mighty Spurs. Wicked way and to end the year, guys. Honestly, massive 3 points. Arsenal losing to Fulham. Lord of mercy. They were top at Christmas. So I was reminded they were top at Christmas. Tonight they're fourth. From Christmas to New Year's, top to fourth. Go figure, man. Listen, the mighty Arsenal, top of the league challengers, and Spurs tonight, 1 point separates the two teams. Go figure. Always got to stay humble, guys. Stay humble, work hard, because the season is long. Listen, that gap may break again. It might be us going on top of them. It might be them staying there. But for now, we enjoyed the wicked win. We've made hard work of it in the end. How's it possible, guys, that every game we've got to lose a player or two through injuries? I'm not sure how it's Sarr and Veliz. I mean, what can you say about that? But look, apart from the shaky 5-10 minutes at the end where we looked like we was going to concede because we was pinned back, it has to be said. This wasn't a bad Bournemouth side. I said before the game that this is a Bournemouth team in form. Had won 7 out of 9 games. Before today, guys. Sorry. Before today, they won 7 out of 9 games. So this wasn't a bad Bournemouth side. They're going to do well this year. But it was important that we returned to winning ways. And we started off really well, man. The first half, we had a couple of chances to really... We were a bit wasteful again today. We had so many chances. Richie, Son. I mean, we had quite a few. We could have seen them, because they should have been out of sight just on the chances alone at one point. But we made a game of it. Where, as we do. I felt the Sarr substitution for Skip coming on. Skip didn't have the best of first halves when he came on so it took him a while to get into the game. But I felt we lost a little bit of fluidity in midfield with Sarr going off because he'd been doing so well up until that point. Bentancur, the surprise of them all. Who would have thought it would be the first, starting today? No one ever spoken about him whatsoever in training. It just goes to show how Ange and his medical staff and his team keep everything under locks. We don't even know. Listen, do you know what I'm thinking now? Like, you don't know if you're going to see Van de Ven, in 2 weeks' time, or Maddison or whatever. It could be happening. These guys it will just be under the radar and bang, you're going to see him in the starting 11 one game soon. And that's going to, that seems to be the way. Like, every time someone comes back, we don't even get to hear about it. But look, positives today. The game just ended, so it's really, really tough to try and so much happened, and obviously keeping an eye and an ear on the score at Craven's Cottage, just listening to it or whilst sort of like preparing for a night out. It was hard to like try and now rationalising how things went in the first half and the second half. I thought the second half we played much, much better, I felt, for long periods of it. Lo Celso really... Listen, props when props are due, man. Lo Celso done big things in that number 10 role. Great assist to set Son off to get his goal. A goal that, chances are happening for Son. You're thinking to yourself, was it going to happen for me? So glad he got on the score sheet, because you could just see everyone was beginning to criticise him amongst other players. But the toughest one of them all, I felt, he put away, as he always does. Richarlison had a couple of chances to really round off the game. But again, in the end, he did. And it just goes to show when he acts on instinct, he gets his goals. When he has time to think about the finishing, he's not that guy. But he added to his talent to really get the game, thankfully, out of Bournemouth's reach. And here we are tonight, guys. Honestly, we're 1 point beyond Arsenal. How many points off? Like, we're 3 points off. I know Man City and Liverpool got to play as well. But tonight we find ourselves, 3-4 points off the top. Guys, Ange and the boys, I have to say, Ange and the boys have done a marvellous job up until this point. But it's clear we are badly suffering for a lot of injuries now. And 2 more have added to that. We're going to be losing Son. We're going to be losing Bissouma to the Asian and AFCON. And Sarr, I don't know now after tonight. Bentancur, again, brilliant to have him back, but not quite got the 90 minutes in him. We, as a board, I say very clearly now, in all seriousness, like, put all the laughing and joking aside and everything else, Ange and the board, Ange and the players have done a marvellous job, particularly the manager, who is actually constantly chopping and changing, sometimes for no cause of his own. And he's managed to get us, 39 points between the beginning of the season till now. Now is the time where the board need to act and support the manager. And by doing so, they bring in 2-3 players in this transfer market. He needs that. He needs that. He deserves that. And if we're going to kick on the second half of the season, we need to let him breathe. We need to supply him with arms to go at it in the second half of the season. If we don't act on it, we as a club and a board would be letting them down, and would be all the hard work done up until now, the brilliant work up until now, would have been for nothing. So, be it on loan, be it we buy them outright, whatever the case may be them that we're bringing in on loan and purchase further down the line, I don't care what the conditions and the terms are. We need to bring the players in and give this manager the best possible chance to do or to carry on the work that he's set out to do. No one's asking for the league, no one's asking for anything, but to continue with the work that the foundations that he's laid, first and foremost, the points he's picked up, and to really kick on for the second half of the season, guys, because 39 points with all the problems that we've had, mate, he needs a round of applause. He needs to be a round of applause for getting us to this point. But, you think that the run of games that we've had, and we lose player after player, and now it's like he is down to the wire now, man. We've resorted to bringing Dyer back in today and so forth. So we can't be going into that second half of the season with all these problems ongoing, yeah? So for me, Dragusin, if he comes in, brilliant. That's already a nice piece at the back. Good. Then we've got to move on to the midfield. And up front, I feel we need something else than what we currently have. 3 players, I say minimum. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, we have to buy them all, get them on loan, good deals. If the scouting people have done their work, they've already lined them all up and bring them in the first week of January. That's what I'm hoping to see. If we see it, remains to be seen. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe. And let me take this opportunity to wish you all a fantastic New Year's Eve with your friends, family and loved ones. And guys, we'll be seeing you in 2024. As always, forever always, it's come on, you Spurs.